Ever met someone who'd rather hide than celebrate their birthday? What if I told you it's not about being rude or ungrateful? It's about being an INFJ. Buckle up. Today, we're diving into the labyrinth of the INFJ mind to uncover why their own birthdays feel like a storm they'd rather sleep through. 1. The INFJ paradox. Empaths who shun the spotlight. INFJs are walking contradictions. They're the kind of people who can read a room like a book, but would rather curl up in a quiet corner than be the life of the party. Birthdays force them into a role they never auditioned for, the star of the show. Imagine spending your whole life listening to others, solving problems, and absorbing emotions, only to suddenly have a dozen pairs of eyes staring at you, expecting you to smile, laugh, and act thrilled. It's like tossing a poet onto a stage and demanding they perform stand-up comedy. INFJs crave depth, not attention. They want soulful conversations, not small talk about the weather or forced jokes. The pressure to perform happiness on their birthday clashes with their need for authenticity. For them, a perfect day isn't about balloons or cake. It's about feeling seen, not watched. 2. It's not you, it's me. The burden of high expectations. If INFJs had a superpower, it'd be imagining elaborate scenarios in their heads, and birthdays are no exception. They don't just want a party. They fantasize about a day filled with meaningful gestures, like a handwritten letter from a loved one or a quiet hike with someone who truly gets them. But reality often serves up the opposite. A room full of people chatting about trivial things, a generic gift they'll never use, or a cake that's more Instagram-worthy than heartfelt. The gap between their dreams and reality feels like falling into a puddle after expecting a swimming pool. INFJs aren't picky, they're idealists. When their birthday feels shallow or rushed, they don't just feel let down. They question whether anyone truly understands them. It's not about the party being bad. It's about their heart screaming, "Is this all there is?" 3. The introvert's hangover. Why socializing feels like a marathon. For INFJs, socializing isn't just tiring, it's draining. Their energy operates like a phone battery. Every interaction, even a simple happy birthday from a coworker, chips away at it. A birthday party? That's like streaming a 4K video while running 10 apps in the background. By the end of the night, they're not just tired, they're emotionally empty. While extroverts leave parties buzzing with energy, INFJs need days to recover. They'll replay every awkward conversation, cringe at every forced smile, and wonder why they couldn't just enjoy themselves. It's not that they hate people. They just hate feeling like they're acting in a play where everyone else knows the lines except them. 4. Guilt trip central. Why are you all doing this for me? INFJs are natural givers. They're the friends who remember your allergies, your favorite book, and the anniversary of your pet's adoption. But when the roles reverse, and they're the ones receiving attention, guilt crashes the party like an uninvited guest. Why do they spend money on me? They should have saved it. I don't deserve this fuss. For INFJs, being cared for feels unnatural, almost selfish. They'd rather plan a surprise for someone else than endure a room singing happy birthday to them. This guilt isn't logical. It's a reflex. They're so used to pouring love into others that being handed the cup leaves them fumbling. 5. The ghost of birthdays past. Nostalgia or nightmare. Birthdays are like time machines for INFJs. Each year, they're forced to confront memories, good and bad. Maybe it's the childhood party where no one showed up, or the year they lost a loved one right before their birthday. Even happy memories can sting. INFJs don't just move on. They analyze, regret, and wonder, what if? A birthday isn't just a new chapter. It's a highlight reel of every unmet goal, every relationship that fizzled, and every dream they haven't chased. It's less about aging and more about asking, am I even close to who I wanted to be? 6. Do you even know me? The pain of misunderstood gestures. INFJs hate superficiality. A birthday gift that's generic, like a scented candle or a coffee mug, isn't just nice. To them, it's proof that someone didn't bother to look deeper. They'd rather get nothing than a gift that screams, I don't know you at all. It's not about materialism. It's about the message behind the gesture. For example, An INFJ who loves astronomy might burst into tears over a vintage star map, but feel hollow receiving a gift card. They crave thoughtfulness, not price tags. When birthdays pile up thoughtless gestures, INFJs don't feel celebrated. They feel invisible. 7. The perfectionism trap. When good enough isn't enough, INFJs are their own worst critics. They'll plan a birthday in their head like an Oscar-winning director. Every detail polished, every moment meaningful. But real life is messy. The cake might arrive lopsided, a friend might cancel last minute, or rain might ruin the outdoor picnic. To others, these are minor hiccups. To an INFJ, they're proof they failed. They'll obsess over what went wrong, replaying the day like a movie they wish they could edit. Why didn't I plan better? Why does everything feel half done? Their pursuit of a perfect birthday often robs them of joy. 8. The fear of aging, more than just wrinkles. While others fret over gray hairs, INFJs grieve lost time. Each birthday is a reminder that they're running out of days to change the world. They're haunted by questions like, have I helped enough people? Am I living my purpose? If the answer is no, the day feels like a funeral for their potential. INFJs don't fear getting older. They fear wasting the life they've been given. A birthday isn't a celebration. It's a deadline they're scared to miss. 9. The comparison game. Everyone else seems to love their birthdays. Social media doesn't help. INFJs scroll through photos of friends laughing in confetti-filled rooms, surrounded by dozens of loved ones. Meanwhile, they're alone with a book, wondering, why don't I feel that joy? Am I broken? They don't realize others might be faking it too. INFJs assume everyone else has it figured out, deepening their sense of isolation. They don't hate birthdays. They hate feeling like outliers for dreading them. 10. The silent cry for authenticity. When happy feels fake. INFJs have a sixth sense for insincerity. That cousin who only calls once a year? The coworker who signs a card but never speaks to them? Their happy birthday feels like a scripted line from a bad play. INFJs would rather spend the day with one person who truly cares than a crowd going through the motions. They don't want pomp. They want proof that they matter. 11. The overthinker's curse. 100 reasons to cancel the party. Weeks before their birthday, INFJs are already spiraling. What if I cry? What if no one shows up? What if I seem ungrateful? They'll rehearse conversations, plan escape routes, and imagine every possible disaster. By the time the day arrives, they're too exhausted to enjoy it. It's like preparing for a hurricane that never hits, but the anxiety leaves them just as wrecked. 12. The savior complex. But I should be helping you. INFJs are natural caregivers. On their birthday, they'd rather listen to your problems than hear you sing to them. Being the center of attention feels like wearing a crown made of thorns. Painful and pointless. They'll deflect questions about themselves, asking instead, how's your job going? Did you fix things with your partner? For INFJs, helping others is comfort. Being helped is chaos. 13. The privacy paradox. Why does everyone need to know? INFJs guard their inner world like a dragon guards treasure. Birthdays force them to unlock the vault, even for a day. When acquaintances ask, any big plans? They freeze. Sharing feels like handing strangers pages from their diary. They'll downplay the day, saying, oh, just staying in, to avoid exposing their true selves. To INFJs, privacy isn't a preference, it's protection. 14. The quiet rebellion. Reclaiming their day. Some INFJs fight back, not with anger, but silence. They'll disappear for the day, turn off their phone, or donate their birthday to a charity. It's not about being a Grinch. It's about rewriting the rules. Their day becomes a protest against expectations. A hike alone, a movie marathon, or volunteering at an animal shelter. For once, they're in control. No performances, no guilt, no noise. Just peace. Conclusion. INFJs don't hate birthdays. They hate the noise that drowns out the meaning. So if you love an INFJ, ditch the fanfare. Try a handwritten letter, a walk in the woods, or simply listen. Sometimes, the quietest moments hold the deepest magic.